1212, welcome back to Rise Above TV. Guys, this is not a live show. This is a recording. Taking it back to the old school, like it used to be back in the old days of Rise Above, when it was just me and you guys and what I've got on the screen and a recorded video with some information. If you've been watching the show live, you know that Andy PG has gone to Japan with Becky S. And lo and behold, as he's headed off to Japan, we've had this Golders Green attack. And frankly, pardon me, having a cursory look at it, I really felt like I needed to go old school with this. I really felt like I needed to give it the time and attention of one of these sort of like one of these dig videos. So let me just switch the screen around. So what exactly has happened? We're recording this on Wednesday, the 25th of March, 2026. On Monday, at 1:45 in the morning, in a place called Golders Green in London. I guess calling it Coin Clippers Cops or something like that would have been too obvious. Golders Green, it just sounds so funny. As everybody knows, this is a predominantly Jewish area. Some ambulances have been attacked. And these are not normal ambulances. They're Jewish ambulances. Okay? This is what has allegedly happened. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the evidence. I've collected it from all over the internet, from social media, from the mainstream media. We're going to look at all the evidence, and then we're going to try and draw some conclusions from what we already know. I think that's pretty fair. So this group that run this ambulance charity is called Hatzola. And as you can see, this is a Jewish charity organisation. These are Jewish ambulances, apparently. What is Hatzola and who does it treat? Well, that's a good question. Because last time I checked, ambulances are supposed to be for everybody. That's what I thought anyway. The mainstream media is already going hardcore with this. They're going at 100 miles an hour. Israel fears Iran was behind the firebomb attack. Not an arson attack, now it's a firebomb attack. Sky News, Iran poses grave threat to the UK. Police warn after arson attack. I swear it was only last week when Furage was saying something along the lines of there are Iranian terror cells in the UK ready to strike. We showed it last week on the show, the headline. Are there going to be Iranian drone strikes in the UK? So this narrative has a clear precursor with what's been talked about in the mainstream media in the last 2 weeks in the UK. We have been primed for this event. Let's be honest. Let's look at the geopolitical situation that this event has happened in. A few weeks ago, World War 33 stepped up a notch, and basically the world, or Iran, is now at war with the world, or predominantly America and Israel. The world is being asked to turn against Iran, while America and Israel are asking for support from the rest of the world. How would you gain support from the rest of the world that aren't interested in going to war with Iran? How would you do that? How would you garner? How would you manufacture that consent? An Iranian attack would certainly help. So this is what the mainstream media are saying. Let's have a look at a video. Let's have a look at the footage of what actually happened. So we've got an ambulance here. It's actually parked outside a synagogue, by the way. The Majakai Hadath Synagogue in Golders Green. We got 1, 2, 3 individuals, obviously wearing hoods and masks or whatever, approaching. Obviously, the whole thing was caught on CCTV. They're now obviously igniting maybe a Molotov cocktail, some petrol, and obviously this ambulance starts going up in flames. Okay. Pretty straightforward so far, isn't it? Got one running away here. Obviously, these assailants are completely unidentifiable They look like young guys to me, especially the two in the back. The body shape, the demeanour, the gait. These look like young guys in black tracksuits and hoods. That's literally all we can tell from this footage. Okay. So here's some other footage.
Nein, keinen nicht du, no. Sag der keinen nicht du, kriegst du Flagge, du, vier ambulances Flagge. Keinen nicht du.
Yeshiva World News. Now, here's a question. This Israeli news outfit, were they actually on the scene recording this? Or is this someone's phone footage that they slapped their logo on afterwards? Is that person speaking Yiddish? Is that what Yiddish sounds like?
Nein, keinen nicht du, no. Sag der keinen nicht du, kriegst du Flagge, du, vier ambulances Flagge.
Sounds like ancient German. Well, I guess that's what Yiddish is actually, isn't it? Let's be honest. Sounds a bit Dutch. Sounds like Amish.
Keinen nicht du. Kijk eens om.
So as you can see, that's the same place. The ambulances are ablaze. All right. So there's no denying that some ambulances have been set on fire. That's what we know from the footage. Back to the slides. Forgive me if this isn't very smooth. I haven't done a video like this for ages. I haven't got Andy PG here with me, and I haven't got like the live chat or anything. This is just a recorded video, and we're just looking at this evidence. This is from The Independent. Mystery of terror group who claimed responsibility for London ambulance attack. Oh, right. So now we've already got a terror group claiming responsibility, according to these headlines. The Combat Anti-Semitism Movement. Sounds very, what's the word? Very reliable source of information. This is what globalised the Intifada looks like. Golders Green, London, March 23, 2026. Ah, March 23. So that's 323. So this is the day after 322, the 22nd of March, which was the Sunday. And as everybody knows, 322 is the Skull and Crossbones number. Skull and Bone Society, who have been linked, you know, if you believe in conspiracy theories, of course, to lots of false flag attacks, false flag terrorism, military industrial complex, Yale University, the Bush family. Okay. Right, so back to this clip. I'm just going to play this clip again.
Nein, keinen nicht du, no. Sag der keinen nicht du, kriegst du Flagge, du, vier ambulances Flagge. Keinen nicht du. Kijk eens om.
I'm pretty sure that's Yiddish. If I'm wrong, someone in the comment section tell me if that person speaking Yiddish. Blade of the Sun on X. This is a good account. You should follow this account. Blade of the Sun. Yeshiva World News, which focuses on reporting news in Israel and the USA, posted the video footage of this incident less than 15 minutes after it was reported to the police. It took hours for all the major news networks to catch up. What? So an Israeli news source is posting the video of it happening only 15 minutes after it's been reported to the police? That's probably before the fire brigade even turned up. Oh no, of course not. This is Golders Green. The fire brigade turned up instantly. Just like the Shomrim, the Jewish police do. We'll come on to that in a minute. So, as always, when one of these fantastical claims is made, nowadays we use Al Gore or AI to check it. And Grok says Yeshiva World News was the first to document it publicly, posting breaking news with on-scene footage at 2 a.m. GMT. Minutes after London Fire Brigade was called at 1:45 in the morning. What? They probably did post it before the fire brigade arrived. They were called to the deliberate arson at Highfield Road. Met Police confirmed it as an anti-Semitic hate crime, but with no injuries. How can they say this is an anti-Semitic hate crime that quickly? Police outlets like CNN, Telegraph and ABC followed hours later, citing the same scene. So where did this come from? Are we to believe that Yeshiva World News had someone on site
Nein, keinen nicht du, no.
recording it as it happened? Or did a member of the Yiddish community record it as it happened and then send this to Yeshiva World News in Israel? Either way, the fact that it's up 15 minutes after the fire brigade has been called has got to raise alarm bells. That's got to be iffy. It's got to be. Especially if it's hours before it appears in the mainstream media. So big shout to Blade of the Sun for bringing that to my attention. Now, if this is being labelled as an anti-Semitic hate crime instantly, just because these ambulances happen to belong to a Jewish charity, we cannot forget, we cannot discount, and we cannot disregard the long-standing history of fake or hoaxed anti-Semitic hate crimes. While I take a sip of my G&T, I'm just going to let you peruse what's on the screen right here. Just take a look at all of these different examples of what were alleged anti-Semitic hate crimes that later, or in some cases very quickly, turned out to be hoaxes perpetrated none other than people from the Jewish community, usually the same people that the fake hate crime is reportedly committed against. This is so prevalent, people would not believe. They would not believe how prevalent this stuff is. Obviously, if you ask the mainstream media, they'll say it's an exception to the rule. I would go as far to say that the majority of anti-Semitic hate crimes are fake hoaxes. Not that there aren't real anti-Semitic hate crimes, it's just that the fake ones are of such a high frequency. Including captured ISIS leaders, commanders. Abu Hafs turns out to be Benjamin Ephraim, an Israeli national operating in one of Mossad's special units. Recently, it is reported that in Iran, they formed a special unit to weed out Israeli infiltration in Iranian secret services and in their intelligence apparatus, only to find out that 18 out of 20 members of that committee to seek out the Israeli infiltration were actually Mossad agents themselves. That is the level of Mossad and Israeli involvement in what we call Islamic terrorism. Now, I am not suggesting for a second that people don't get Allahu Akbar in the street in the UK and Europe, and there aren't awful crime stats around migrants mainly from an Islamic background. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is that at the highest level, your international incidents, your ISIS attacks, the chances are it's always Mossad. The chances are it's always Mossad. Okay, so when we see something happen and it is instantly labelled an anti-Semitic hate crime, we have to bear this in mind. It would be prudent to bear this in mind. Okay, so 4 ambulances are completely destroyed. This group, Hatzolah, is a Jewish charity, and these ambulances only operate within a 2.5 mile radius of Golders Green. If you Google it, it says that Hatzolah is a charity that serves everyone of all faith. They protect life. They are ambulances for everyone. So if that's true, if this really isn't a Jewish ambulance service, why is it an anti-Semitic attack? That's my question number 1. If this really is a service for everyone, how can you say this is an anti-Semitic attack? Now, if it's not I personally don't think it's a service for everyone. I think that they are forced to serve everyone because it would be illegal not to. The fact is that this only operates within 2.5 miles of Golders Green, which has the highest concentration of that group of people in the UK. The 1/3 of people that are non-Jewish will allegedly be treated by this group. But they're certainly not going out into any areas that aren't predominantly Jewish to save people. So There, straight away, there's something there to be asked. Is this really a Jewish organisation for Jewish people, or is it an organisation for everyone that happens to be Jewish? So you can't have an anti-Semitic attack on an organisation that just happens to be Jewish that serves everyone. That doesn't make any sense. So the ambulances that were destroyed on Monday, it is now Wednesday. Yesterday, the 24th, Tuesday, so the very next day, the UK government to replace ambulances following charity arson attack. Following an attack on Hatzola ambulances in Golders Green, the Department of Health and Social Care is taking action to support the charity and patients. Wait a minute, don't they have insurance? Every vehicle on the road in the UK is insured for things like including arson. Oh, maybe they're not insured for terrorism. Well, that's something to consider. That is something to consider that I hadn't previously thought of. Let's just ponder on that for a moment. So, the government is going to replace the ambulances, although they're insured. Who pays for that? Taxpayers do, don't they? Replacement ambulances delivered. They've already been delivered. Shit. That was quick. That was quicker than you can order an ambulance if you're don't live in Golders Green. Obviously, these ambulances in Golders Green turn up in record time. They probably turn up in 30 seconds. So, the 24th of March, that's yesterday. The ambulances have already been delivered. This just seems so odd. This seems so odd. If these are normal ambulances that are used for everyone, why is there a charity involved? It doesn't make any sense. Isn't there a shortage of national health ambulances? Aren't we told there aren't enough ambulances to go around? Where did these ambulances come from? Did they have 5 brand new ambulances ready to go? So the Daily Politic is questioning this as well. They say 5 brand new ambulances within a day. Were they already on order, or has the NHS got new ambulances to spare? These are great questions, by the way. Fastest we've ever seen taxpayers' money at work. Yeah, I would agree. The Israel Heritage Foundation says, in response to the heinous attack that destroyed 4 Hatzola ambulances in Golders Green, London, we're proud to announce the arrival of 5... What? 5 brand new ambulances. So 4 old ambulances were destroyed, and in return they got 5 brand new ambulances. Shit. It's not bad. We won't be intimidated. We'll keep growing our service. We'll expand tenfold, helping Jews and non-Jews alike. This just doesn't make any sense. If you're going to expand outside of Golders Green when everyone's not Jewish, why would you be doing that? Why would you be doing that? Here's the thing. No, I'll come on to that. I don't want to jump ahead. Right, I've got to give a big shout to UNN, United News, Unity News Network. We've had Sean on the show. We've been on their show. They came to our event. They're good lads. We like them. And they've been all over this. They've done some really good work. Right, this is a UNN post from Twitter. It is interesting that the torched ambulances were in the process of being replaced and no longer needed. Oh, what? Really? Imagine my surprise. That means they will get all the insurance money now, plus the outpouring of sympathy. Who would come up with such a scheme? UNN, you haven't gone far enough. They're not just going to get the insurance money. They're not just going to get an outpouring of sympathy. They just got 5 brand new ambulances paid by the taxpayer. And guess what? The taxpayer is 99.9% people that don't live in Golders Green and don't use this service. Hatzola Northwest London is currently in the process of replacing its older ambulances, supported by funding from the Wall Legacy and the Latchman Family Charitable Trust. Okay, so I wonder what community the Wall Legacy and Latchman Family Charitable Trust belong in. Did they just save themselves the price of 5 brand new ambulances? So this is all coming from this screenshot on the left. It's a little bit blurry. I managed to find the actual screenshot, and it's from some what's this? WBP. I don't know where this is from. I have no idea. So I don't actually know at this point how legitimate this is. Replacement project funding has been secured to replace the 2 oldest ambulances in the Hatzola Northwest fleet to ensure continued service. Oh, right, so they'd only got enough money to replace 2 ambulances, but now they've got 5 and they can keep their money. And they get the insurance payout. Sorry, Andy PG, I apologise, mate. I absolutely apologise. I'm absolutely missing opportunities here. I haven't been on the buttons. This is why I need PG, mate. Big shout out to Andy and Becky. You're more than just buttons to me, PG. Right. Okay, so a blurry screenshot, the real screenshot from an unknown news source. This is quite explosive, right? Because this is giving 9/11 vibes now with like Larry Silverstein and the insurance on the Twin Towers. I had to find out if this is actually true. So again, I just went to AI and asked it, did Hatzola Northwest London indicate, by the way, when I did a regular Google search trying to find replacement for Hatzola ambulances, guess what came up? These stories, hundreds of pages of these stories. It was almost like the ambulances were replaced quickly. So every time you search for replacement of Hatzola ambulances, you're going to get the news story and not the old one, which is true, okay? It is true. Yes, there were indications Hatzola Northwest was already in the process of updating its fleet prior to the arson attack on the 23rd of March 2026. So you've got to love AI sometimes. You've got to give Al Gore his props every now and then. Existing replacement plans. Grants had reportedly been committed to replace some of the fleet's oldest vehicles as part of a planned rollout tied to an aging fleet. Fundraising shift because the government has now pledged to fully fund the permanent replacement of 4 destroyed ambulances. The nearly £2 million raised by the community is being redirected. New priorities. Hatzola chairman Shlomi, oh my God, Shlomi Richman.
It's clearly racist.
They're taking the piss out of us. It's Shmooly Richman. Shmooly Richman stated that donation funds will now be secured for a new headquarters. Oh, wow. So now they're going to get a new headquarters and 5 new ambulances. Payday. With enhanced security to prevent future attacks rather than just basic vehicle replacement. So they're up in their game now. Before the attack, the charity operated 5 active ambulances and 3 fast response units. So, right, they've got 5 ambulances and 4 of them got torched. I bet my last fucking crypto shekel that those 2 that were going to get replaced were in the 4 that was getting torched, and the 5th one that was left untorched would already their newest ambulance. I will put my crypto shekels on that right now. Right. I wanted to go into a bit more detail, so I said, tell me more about the existing replacement plans. Were any of the ambulances involved in the arson attack earmarked for replacement? This is what I directly asked Al Gore. Prior to the arson attack of 23rd March 2026, Hatzola, Northwest London, had already identified and secured funding to replace several of its oldest vehicles of the ageing fleet. So it's saying the whole fleet is ageing. The charity was in the midst of a planned fleet rollout designed to modernise its life-saving infrastructure. Existing funding in the weeks preceding the attack, grants had already been committed by the Wohl Legacy. So it is true. And the Latchman Family Charitable Trust, specifically for new ambulances. I wonder, do you know what? I should have done a dig into the Wohl Legacy and Latchman Family Charitable Trust. I wonder who they're linked with. Before the incident, the fleet consisted of 5 active ambulances. Listen to this. Impact on earmarked vehicles. Reports indicate 2 of the ambulances destroyed in the fire were the exact... I can't believe this. I literally can't believe this. The ambulances destroyed in the fire were the exact vehicles for which replacement funding had already been secured. The double loss, the attack effectively destroyed vehicles that were already at the end of their operational life and scheduled for decommissioning. Original grants 3.2 million. Oh my god, it was almost 3.3. This is crazy. This is I couldn't. A team of Ramish scriptwriters could not have written this. So UNN are back with the goods, and just like that, 4 ambulances became 5, paid for by the taxpayer, plus a massive crowdfund. Oh, what? So they get the crowdfunding on top. A new headquarters, plus all the insurance money. Larry Silverstein would be so proud of them. Holy shit.
The problem is you're a fucking retard.
Holy shit, Michael. When I was putting this together today, I didn't think this presentation was going to be this good. But lo and behold, it is. Right. So, there have been some arrests. 2 British citizens, that's how they've been described so far. 2 British citizens have been arrested, men of age 45 and 47. Let's go back to the video. UNN is saying, do these guys in the video look like middle-aged guys? The one at the front could be. Those 2 at the back are walking like teenagers. You can tell everything from someone's gait and someone's demeanour, the way they walk. They are not 45-year-old dudes. These are kids. Right. So, the government will fund 4 replacement ambulances after those belonging to the Jewish Community Service. Oh, so it is a Jewish Community Service now. Were set on fire in Golders Green this morning. Next slide. So, I don't know who posted this, but I thought this was interesting. The Israeli false flag in England has backfired on the British government, and people are now asking, why do the Jewish community have their own private ambulances in the UK? Well, we've pointed out that's not strictly true. They are forced to serve Goyim as well, so it's not illegal. Do the people know they also have their own police force? Yeah, it's called Shomrim. We'll come on to that in a minute. While the UK citizens die waiting for an ambulance. Here's the thing. I have been looking at the comments. There are shitloads of people that had no idea that Hatzola or Shomrim existed. These are people mainly on the Patriot right. A lot of them are absolutely shocked that the Jewish community already have the things that they are scared that the Muslims want, i.e. Sharia law, Sharia horseback policeman patrol, you know, the horsemen of Ayatollah. We were covering that last week. A lot of people that don't pay attention properly, that are just getting rage baited and peasant baited, that also do have a point about immigration and all that kind of stuff. They had no idea about this. And now they're asking questions. We're told we live in a multicultural society. Why have we got some parallel society going on where they have their own ambulances, they have their own police called Shomrim? Here it is. Now, DP audits, I'm not a fan of a lot of the auditors. Most of them are bellends apart from AY. But DP audits, I think it's DP. He's a little, I think he's Asian. He's certainly not a white dude. He's brown. He's not, I don't know where he's from, but he's not white. He is an auditor. He went to Golders Green. He stood outside of a house that had security on it, just for a regular house. And he asked, why does your house have security? Being an auditor, he wasn't confrontational. Within 30 seconds, literally 30 seconds, it was on the live video. Shomrim turned up. And he's like, what? What's this? Are you the police? He's like, yeah, we're Shomrim police. And lo and behold, there's a Jewish police force. And that was in Golders Green too. Makes me wonder. That video went viral. It makes me wonder. You know, I'm not saying DP audits or GB audits, or whatever he's called, is in on it. But, you know, it does make me wonder. People go against. Oh, so okay, in Brooklyn, in New York City, Shomrim organisers have been accused of withholding information on suspected child molesters and other Jewish criminals, in keeping with an interpretation of the Torah prohibition against Mezira, informing on a fellow Jew to non-Jewish authorities. This is why you can't have parallel societies, This is why you can't allow communities to have their own police force, because when they start policing themselves, they insularly protect their own criminals. Especially this community, anyway. And I guess from people on the patriot right that are worried if you have Sharia law and Sharia policemen, that it could be used to cover up institutionalised rape. And it probably would be, let's be honest. Well, our police force was used to cover it up. What, you think a Sharia police force wouldn't cover it up even more? Of course it would. So yeah, this has been a wake-up call for people. They have no idea how parallel and insular and insulated this community is in Golders Green. Now, obviously, this isn't true. They haven't actually found an Iranian passport outside a torched ambulance. But the fact that, this is doing the rounds, I think it is quite telling. People aren't buying this whatsoever. People are not buying this. People on the Christian industrial truther right, yeah? Because they are default position standing behind Israel, because they're against Islam, Jesus Christ is king, they are default cucked into believing this complete baloney. And the fact is that before they got cucked, so metaphysically cucked in the last few years, because of their Christ is king foundation, they would have previously seen straight through this. If it's 9/11, they'd have seen straight through it. But now, because the battle lines have been drawn, if you're a crusader of the cross, you have to protect these people because they're God's chosen people and they're the only democracy in the Middle East and they're fighting Islam. So we have to protect them. That's the thinking. And that's why they're making such idiots of themselves by falling for stuff like this. Right, so what have we got here? From Mrs. G on Twitter. Fucking hell, it gets worse. These Northwest London volunteers train with the IDF in apartheid genocidal Israel. It's not a Jewish ambulance service. It's a Zionist ambulance service. Look, we've got to look at both sides of the story here. Times of Israel. In an apparent anti-Semitic hate crime, 4 ambulances belonging to Jewish organisation have been torched. So what we've got here is the testimony of people that work for Hatzola, Northwest London. They spent 3 days in the Zikkim army base near Ashkelon, close to the border of Gaza, training activities with the IDF. So, if you are someone that's aligning yourself with the pro-Palestine movement, you are going to think that this ambulance organisation, they trained with the IDF. Okay, make of that what you will. Okay, let's have a look at some rabbit stuff, I guess. Wes Streeting speaking at the scene. Health Secretary is at the scene in Golders Green and speaking to reporters. We'll have the key lines here shortly, says BBC, as it's breaking. Someone's doing a nice, I don't buy all this stuff that these hand signs mean everything. Rastas do this hand sign. But anyway, this is what people are pointing out. And we've got a member of the leadership team for the synagogue near the arson attack in Golders Green says he's seen CCTV footage of 3 individuals placing rags at strategic points of the ambulance. How old was the person who said this? I'd be normally asking Andy PG, and he goes 33, Michael. Yes, of course it's 33.
Raw.
A 33-year-old said, I've seen some toolage shared locally of incredibly... Footage, not toolage. Some footage shared locally of incredibly huge explosions. All right, so I guess these ambulances, they blew up because they've got all types of pressurized containers inside them, oxygen and stuff like that. So the 33-year-old explains in Golders Green the huge explosions. Okay. Right, let's zoom in now on if we believe that this is an Iranian terror attack. What information do we have to support that hypothesis? Let's go to one of the most trusted sources of information on Islamic terror in the world, the Times of Israel. The Times of Israel says new Iran-linked terror organisation behind attacks on European Jewish institutions. Diaspora ministry warns. They have a diaspora ministry. It's very official. So Harakat Ashab al-Yamin al-Islamiyah targeted sites in... Is that what they're called? What? Harakat Asham al-Amin al-Islamiyah targeted, that sounds like something out of Team America, like Dirk Allah. They targeted Belgium, Amsterdam and Rotterdam last week. Oh, so this is actually part of a string of attacks. Hadn't heard about any of the other attacks until this one. That's funny. I wonder if they were had some old things that needed to be replaced. Let's go a little bit deeper. A new terror organisation known as Harakat al-Yamin al-Islamiyah is responsible for a series of attacks against Jewish institutions in Europe over the past week. The Diaspora Affairs and Combating Anti-Semitism Ministry said Sunday. So this terror group that's got the stupidest name ever, that no one has ever heard of before last week, we're being told by the Israel Ministry of Diaspora Affairs and Combating Anti-Semitism that this is the case, and they are funded through the state budget of Israel. It receives, manages, and additionally funds in joint ventures with private philanthropists and organisations, including an additional NIS 120 million for combating anti-Semitism and BDS, and joint funding projects with Jewish philanthropists. Okay, so again, this is obviously a really trusted source of information for Gentiles. We should probably take what the Israel Ministry of Diaspora Affairs and Combating Anti-Semitism is saying as gospel. Actually, take it as Torah. It's just straight up Torah. All right, so we've got this another screenshot here. Harakat Ashab al-Yamin al-Islamiyah. Oh, we've got here's the translation. Check it out, boys. The Islamic movement of the Companions of the Right. Oh, holy shit. They're not just Iranian Islamic terrorists. They are right-wing Iranian Islamic terrorists. Holy potato, Michael.
Right here, right now, is where we draw the line.
As if Islamic terrorism wasn't bad enough. These are right-wing Islamic terrorists, and they're Iranian. It is a previously unknown, newly emerged militant group that claimed responsibility for a series of attacks on Jewish institutions and sites in Europe in March 2026. So let's get this straight. The Islamic movement of the Companions of the Right has claimed responsibility for this attack and the other string of attacks preceding it as well. Based on investigations by Israeli intelligence and European authorities, the group is suspected to be a proxy or front organisation directed by Iran or its affiliates. Of course it is. Key details of the attacks. The group gained attention in the second week of March. That was last week. So this is a brand new terror group. The right-wing Islamabad organisation. It sounds so scary. Rotterdam, Netherlands, an arson attack damaged an Orthodox Jewish school synagogue. Liège in Belgium, a bomb blast occurred at a synagogue. Amsterdam, an improvised explosive device exploded outside an office building near the World Trade Center, which reports suggesting it is targeted the Bank of New York Mellon. What? Why is that an anti-Semitic hate crime? Greece, an attack on a Jewish institution. Okay. So, Harakat Ashab al-Yamin al-Islamiyah, or better known as the Islamic movement of the Companions of the Right. This is where it gets really good. A new Islamic organisation attacking Jewish targets, which comes into existence exactly as the war with Iran starts. Imagine my shock. It may have al-Jahoni style stooges, but I know a Mossad false flag when I see one. This group has conveniently admitted the London ambulance attacks. The Times of Israel, a new terror organisation. That's exactly the same as what we've just read out. This is where it gets better. Firaz Modad said this on Twitter. I really, really hesitate to call anything a false flag operation. It's a dangerous thing to do. It is. You can't just say everything's a false flag. You've got to back your talk. But it seems the text claiming responsibility actually did describe Palestine as the land of Israel. What? No Muslim would do that in Arabic or in English. I've been covering these types of movements for 2 decades. This never happens. Whoever wrote this statement was not a Muslim. So this was originally posted by the rapper Loki, who I'll put it on record. I don't think he's a good rapper, and I think he is an establishment stooge. However, a broken clock can still be right twice a day. Loki said, "It is worthy of note that the group which is claiming responsibility for the burning of ambulances last night refers to Palestine as the land of Israel. It does so in both English and Arabic, which is," and he'll go on to say that's completely, it's not going to happen. Right, and obviously, right, so what are we supposed to believe here? That the Israeli fake Muslims, when writing their fake Islamic propaganda, because they are such staunch Zionists at heart, they still can't come to call Palestine, even when they're pretending to be Muslim extremists. Al-Shabaab, Al-Jaroni, the right hand of Allah, or whatever they are, even when they're pretending to be that, they still can't call it Palestine. They refer to it Israel. Are we supposed to believe that? I don't know what to make of this. I mean, what's the other option? Is the other option that was done deliberately because we are now in Revelation times? We're now in, the greatest apocalypse ever, when everything has been unveiled to us, and they want us to know it's a false flag? Because I personally don't think that Israeli intelligence are that much staunch of a Zionist that even when they're enrolled as Islamic extremists, they can't describe it as Palestine. They still have to say it's Israel. So this is a really important point. And here it is backed up with, I guess this is an AI search again. Characteristics. Experts have noted that the group is completely unknown, right? So what is the general consensus online is that outside of the Times of Israel reporting on the Israeli Defense Forces Ministry of Anti-Semitism, or whatever they're called, outside of that source information, this group has never been mentioned. It has never existed before last week, and from that source in Israel. The name Ashab al-Yamin, Ashab al-Yamin is derived from Quranic terminology for the companions of the right, righteous individuals, which extremist groups often misuse to frame violent acts as religious missions. So, a brand new terror group. Iran only attacking Jewish organisations, just as we go to war with Iran. Just make of that what you will. So yeah, here we've got 25th of March. This is from 8:30 this morning. I'm recording this on the 25th of March. It's going out on Patreon on the 25th of March. If you're watching it on YouTube, you're always a little bit behind. That's why you need to be on Patreon. The 2 men arrested over Jewish charity ambulance arson attacks. Yeah, they've just been described as British citizens of 45 and 47 years old. I'm going to say it now because the next few slides are actually a little bit off topic. They're not off topic, but they're more like the reaction to it. I'm calling this, in my opinion, this is an obvious false flag. This is an obvious hoax. So we've got 2 options, people. We've got 2 options. I'm speaking directly to the Rhymage community. Are we to A, believe that Mossad agents or Israeli special forces posing as Ashab al-Yamin al-Qaeda have torched those ambulances in a false flag attack, right? And that would be a literal case of a false flag attack. I'm going to put another option on the table. I'm going to put the option on the table that this is actually a straight up insurance job that has been picked up by the network of the Black Cube organization and its intelligence and media apparatus. It's been picked up in real time, that it's literally happened in real time. And it's been added to this list. I can't comment on the other events. I don't know anything about them. But if I was going to put my money on something right here, right now, it would be the fact that this is actually an insurance job committed by what I keep forgetting what they're called. They're not called Hezbollah. This Hatzola. That this is an insurance job done by Hatzola, because we've already covered. They're going to get an insurance payout for the ambulances. They've got 5 brand new ambulances to replace them. They've got the £2 million in the trust that was already raised for the ambulances. And they've also got crowdfunded, I believe, 3 million. So this is a massive move on the part of Hatzola. Whether this is my opinion here, right? This is my speculation, my opinion. And I'm sure PG will probably agree with me when he watches this. That whether this was picked up in real time by Palantir or Black Cube mainframe and incorporated into this bogus story about this new Iranian terror cell that simply doesn't exist, I think that is a much more realistic option than to suggest that Mossad actually came out and carried this attack out. For one, if you were going to do a Jewish attack, why didn't you firebomb the synagogue that was right there? Why would you firebomb 4 empty ambulances that just happened to be owned by a Jewish charity, but these ambulances serve everyone? Because that's what they say they do. Why wouldn't you bomb the synagogue? This, in my opinion, is an insurance job. So I'm just going to put that on the record right now. Whether it was picked up in real time by Black Cube mainframe or this organisation was in contact with Black Cube mainframe and said, listen, we're going to do this insurance job. Do you want to take this on board in real time and jazz it up? We're going to do it right in the middle of the war with Iran. You've got some Iranian terror cell you want to blame this on? We're about to do a £10 million move. I believe that's what happened. Of course, you shouldn't listen to me when this goes out in the mainstream. You need to go and check the mainstream media. Don't listen to me. Right. So while this has happened, let me go back to my slides. How long has this been going on? 47 minutes, not bad. We'll wrap it up soon. Some really weird stuff has been happening in the sidelines. Now, I need to take my spliff before I get into this one. In the last couple of days, the Community Security Trust, which provides advice to 290,000 Jewish people on security matters, said the King had accepted its invitation to become one of its patrons. So, King Sausage Fingers the 33rd, who has previously told us about his Transylvanian heritage, about his direct links to Vlad Dracul, literally Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. Isn't it weird that he's like literally dressed as a vampire here? It looks like there's blood coming out the side of his mouth as well. King Charles becomes a patron of Jewish charity that monitors anti-Semitism. Why? So he's the patron of Black Cube mainframe monitoring the Goyim noticing. Right? Here's just... I just had to throw this one in. Charles stands shoulder to shoulder with the Jewish community after the arson attack, and there he is with his yarmulke or kippah, his little hat. And I just thought, I'll just do an AI search. Is King Charles Jewish? I just asked a simple question. It's not illegal to ask that question, is it? Sausage Fingers the 33rd is not Jewish. He is baptized and a practicing member of the Church of England, of which he is the supreme governor. Oh, right, so I'm totally wrong. He's not Jewish. He's the supreme governor of the Church of England. He's been baptized. He's a practicing member of the Church of England. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't read the second part. Watch. However, he has a deep, long-standing personal and cultural connection to the Jewish community, including being circumcised by a Jewish mohel and maintaining close relationships with the UK Jewry. What? Wait.
Raw.
It's clearly racist.
why in the peasant verse would you be circumcised by a Jewish mohel if you are a baptized practicing member and the supreme governor of the Church of England? Did anybody know this? Well, you do now. You do now. Okay. And I'll just chuck this in at the end, because obviously we're going through a holy war at the moment, and a spiritual war, and obviously now a physical war in the Middle East. Labour councillor promotes exhibition showing Jews eating babies. So while they're talking about anti-Semitic attacks and all this stuff, we also have this going on in the mainstream media. I'm just going to end with this video, and this is what happened when Al Jazeera turned up to the scene at Golders Green to interview people and ask questions, which they're obviously perfectly entitled to do. They are members of the mainstream media, the press. I'll leave you to think. I've already told you guys what I think about what happened at Golders Green. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll just end with this video. Rise Above TV, word to your nan.
We feel threatened. We don't feel safe.
Now you can go. Go take your briefcase, go take your Al Jazeera equipment and go. No one needs Al Jazeera here. No one wants Al Jazeera over here. You don't decide. No one wants your people in the office. So don't attack me. Yeah, but your people, the people you work for. The people you work for. The people you work for. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you work for. I don't know about you, but I know the person who go. Al Jazeera should go away.
Motives.
Go back to Qatar. Of course.
You represent an entity that has questionable motives, and by association.
Or you will be moved.
No. Don't be violent.
امشي من هون يا حمار.
I'm calm.
لا امشي من امشي من هون يا حمار يا كلب. يا كلب روح من هون. روح من هون. لا مالو. ما تعوسه. انا لا خمر. انت خمر. أنا خمر. I'm walking.
Al Jazeera is not wanted here. Please move on. You're facing fear in the community.
Out of here.
Out of here, Al Jazeera. You're not wanted.
Al Jazeera out. You don't need Al Jazeera over here.
Go home! Go home!
Go home! Have you Al Jazeera off our street?
Al Jazeera off our street! Go home!
How they came in October 7th. They came with a master.
Terrorist! He wants to go. He knows the reality of the truth. Time to move on.
So are we committing an offence by being here? Are they committing an offence by harassing us when we're trying to work?
Oh, harass. You want to go?
They are trying to stop us.
They're reporting the news. Okay.
We don't want them to report.
Okay. Then you can raise that. You can't.
We feel threatened.
Don't make these guys job harder.
At this point
We
here,
feel threatened.
just want people to move on. If you have an issue, raise it in the appropriate channels. We're doing it here on a day like today. Isn't the right place to do
Raising
it.
with you, we feel threatened Al Jazeera being here. Al Jazeera being here is threatened. We feel threatened. We don't feel safe. The reporting is going to go to potential terrorists. That's what we don't want to see that on our streets.
I understand that.
So,
I understand where you're coming from.
so for our safety, please remove them from the street.
We're not going to be removing anyone from the street.
How dare you call me an anti-Semite?
I can't define my own racism. Don't tell me what's racism against me and what's not.
Dare you?
Don't tell me what's racism
Shame
against
on
me.
you for calling
Boom. Rise above, everybody.
Wow.
Not mucking about, were we?
Did you feel itchy there, Homer Beats?
A little bit. I got a bit carried away at the end. Tracks, but I used. See, when your band came in, I used that as a really big excuse to play another track. Your mum came in, played another track.
Turn your microphone up, Homer Beats. Yeah, my mum and dad
What's
were.
up?
My dad was doing some nice, proper dad dancing. Oh, look at that! He appears out of the ether. Salutations.
Hello.
Salutations.
Big up Inner Guardians in the house. Hello, Sensei. How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good evening, Master Lee. May I say thank you on all of behalf of the Rise Above team for protecting Mr. Lance this last week.
Well, we witnessed the sort of fulfillment of the prophecy.
we certainly did. A self-fulfilling prophecy. Big up in the background, Mr. MC Manic. Hang tight, Martin. Say hello, Manic. You got spotted on camera by Chronic. I think you need to click there's a switch on the mic. You think you'd know how to turn a microphone on, wouldn't you? It's MC Manic. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Big up, Rise Above.
Yeah, Manic, you were spotted on camera here from the days of Urban from performing there.
Anyone recognise me, man? Look at this afro. I'm just hiding underneath.
How many times have you changed your hair since back in those days, mate?
Mate, I remember you with dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down to my arse crack.
Yeah.
When I first met you, you had a skinhead, mate.
Yes. So did you.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I've got some funny photos. Actually.
Yeah, mate. I've got, mate. Yeah, me too.
Careful now, boys. Let's not start whipping photos out from 20 years ago.
So it's been an epic week. The team's almost fully assembled. Magix will be here soon. What a great little wind down and download we had on Wednesday night in the Guardians. I think that chat would have helped a lot of people. It certainly made a lot of people happy, mate.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's been a very interesting week.
Very interesting.
It syncs up very nicely with everything that's gone on over the last few weeks, months. So I think we can create a new triad of salutations, elucidations, and celebrations.
Absolutely.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. The triad is complete now. So now we can go to the next octave, I feel. It's been a very powerful week indeed. Big up everyone with all the supportive messages. And I hope that like what we released on Monday, the tactical nuke, which in case you didn't know is on the website. This I will go on about it for like 5 minutes now. On riseabove.news is a 72-page document which cost £3,300, which was crowdfunded by all your kind donations, and it's basically a document that can smash the Soviet Union in court when it comes to the right to protest and the right to free speech. It actually is a deconstruction of their own coronavirus bill against them. So yeah,
just don't plead guilty, guys.
Whatever you do, don't plead guilty because you're innocent. So anyone
if you plead guilty, you're admitting your guilt.
Yeah, and it all comes back to consent. We always talk about this a lot in the Guardians. The consensual apocalypse.
Yeah, this is it. We're able to witness it in real time. We're lucky.
Very lucky. The conscious shock has already kicked in for everyone here that's watching, I feel, and our altitude has been greatly changed. So now, when we perceive what's going on now, a different altitude brings a different attitude.
Yeah. Well, the first principle for the occultist is that man cannot do in his natural state. But with the use of the triads and the understanding or understanding of the law of three, then you're able to enact change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that I've had sent in. I think you'll enjoy this. Can you see the screen in the Guardians?
Yeah.
Right, so check this out. The agents of the denying force after Lance left the courtroom. And it's basically like a battered deck chair. Come in, MC Spitter. Marcus, come in, mate. We'll be running the track in a little bit. So big up Oliver Groom that sent this in. This is absolutely awesome. It's like a smashed two-dimensional deck chair after our triad defence literally murked them in court. Rise Above.
Gosh.
I actually meant to push the Rise Above button then. One sec. It's better.
I think the gosh was still appropriate.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, you can press gosh or Rise Above. Why not? We will get some new jingles soon.
We've been saying that for weeks, man.
Yeah, I know, but Omen Beats hasn't sent me the jingles yet. He hasn't finished doing them. What's going on?
For next week.
What?
We're not having them for the party, are we?
Oh, right, we're having for the party. But, mate, those jingles better be ready for next week. If not, I'm going to be coming around your studio and sorting you out.
I'd like to confirm that actually already ready, yeah? I just, you got to wait. That's it. Okay. Patience.
I have to wait for everything
got to be tweaked, mate. They've got to be mixed down, Lance.
Yeah, he's got to master them, get him up to... What was that?
There's a special thing that I need to do before.
Okay. He's got to put the Omen Beats special touch.
Well, that's some synchronicity because I'm actually in the process of designing a metaphysical deck chair. And not only that, but it will be made into matter.
You're making a metaphysical.
I'm just trying to turn the
lecture
speaker
and
on so
you're-
everyone here can hear you without headphones.
It's going to turn into matter.
You're constructing a metaphysical deck chair. Hold
Sounds
on
like
a minute.
conjuring to me.
Well, that's been done. I'm now going to make it into matter, and it's going to be made potentially out of orgonite, resin, crystals, and metal elements. So everybody can sit on their erect bed.
Invited to parties in Guardians, man.
The only party he gets invited to is the Rise Above party.
I mean, you're
every
welcome
time.
here. You're welcome here anytime.
Don't worry, I'm throwing some shapes here, but they're
Triangles mainly.
All right, let me turn Andy PG down. I'm sure we're like busting all the mics here. Sorry, everyone's lean, and normally we're much more diligent about what's going on the Queef Master Pro down here. But like, I saw some red stuff going on. So yeah, so wait a minute. Metaphysical deck chair built out of orgonite. What else was there in the mix there?
resin, crystals, and metal elements.
Is this going to be a 4-dimensional deck chair? That's like what I was talking about the other day.
It's going to be 60, I think.
I was saying like now like I know about the third force. I was like thinking, well, now I have to envisage what it would be to sit on a 4th-dimensional deck chair. Like, where would you position your ass to like feel like, you know, like a deck chair? You feel the whole.
I think
chair.
Master Lee's inventing a whole new plane.
Let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. Rise above. I hit the rise above button again. Where is Magix? Has Magix arrived yet? Oh well, yeah. He better come here soon.
Maybe he's in the foyer.
He might be in the foyer. Big up everyone in the foyer. So yeah, we will run the track again in a minute because, believe it or not, we are having a party here tonight. But big up Oliver Groom for this this smashed 2-dimensional deck chair. I found this one as well. This is sick.
Is this legit?
Yeah, this is legit. We're trying to find out who the artist is.
Do we know where the location of this?
I believe it's in Bristol.
Oh, it is UK. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's UK. So we've got like DJ Gates, and what's he saying? Get 2 jabs and dance to the beats. And then we've got like Lord Schwab, like reset selector, and he's putting the plug on the whole planet.
Who did this?
Good,
This
isn't
is
it?
some great work.
That's some dope shit, mate.
I feel they could have captured Lord Schwab's wrinkles better and his ball sack.
The drawing I did of Lord Schwab
hanging
was
under
better
his
than that.
each eyes.
They haven't quite captured like how evil he is.
I think they've got Gates pretty well.
Yeah, Gates is good.
Yeah, but I think they could make
That little smirk. That little
Schwab.
smirk.
He's got puppy dog eyes there, mate, rather than sort of psychotic, wants to rape humanity eyes.
It looks like Elton John.
Elton Schwab.
Fucking hell. Right, you're shouting. You're making the mic go red.
Am I?
Right, yeah, you're so loud. I thought I was loud. Everyone tells me I'm loud. You're
I've
much
got a
louder
deep
than
voice.
me.
I smoke a lot of blunts, mate.
Yeah. 12 per show, 3 per hour.
Barry White ain't
I
got
thought I
nothing
smoke
like
a
that.
lot. I had a 4 pre-rolled. He comes down with 12 pre-rolled blunts.
12 blunts, guys.
Jeez, man, he's not messing about. Andy PG, you're not messing about, are you?
Today I went to a local farm shop and they're selling cannabis tea.
Right.
I didn't purchase any, but I took a photo of it.
We can send you somebody. Don't spend the money on that, mate.
I don't reckon it actually had THC in it? Or
No,
what?
it'd be like CBD tea, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it'll be very nice. It'll be calming, mate. You should get some. Maybe Mrs. in the Guardians might appreciate that after a hard day.
I've got some suspicions that it's homegrown.
Oh, really? Nice.
Maybe they're just doing it old school, just literally just grinding up some like
Yeah,
weed and putting
maybe.
it in some tea. Oh, I've got to say, big up Millie Bite Size and Daisy who sent us the essential oils.
I've got them here in the studio.
They're it's basically like anti-inflammatory, antiviral, anti David Icke protein. It's like basically like a detox oil.
They've got our names on and everything.
Yeah, spike protein.
Anti-Coviot.
Yeah, it's like an anti-Coviot essential oil to get all like the dirty like aluminums and
anyone
like
can read the
precursor
label, yeah.
transhuman toxins out that like Schwab's been injecting into your
smells
butthole
very
to
nice.
get that shit out, man. No, that smells really good.
It smells
Pat,
like you're
you
walking
put
through a
one
pine
here.
forest, mate.
Yeah, no rush spits. Chill, man. The DJ's not even here yet to play grime.
Yeah, what's your about? I'm here.
Over Beats can play anything.
Now we're going to spin some D&B while we've got Manic in the house.
Yeah. MC Manic's going to come up next and toast the celebrations of this week in his incredibly
He's
unique
going to
style.
light it up.
Manic's going to light it up in a minute. Yeah. Okay. So also mate, I've prepared nothing. It's been buzzing a week. This is a good one. I like this. This is Virus Man. The conspiracy theorists were right, weren't they, Dad?
Should we plug Virus Man's Telegram page?
Yeah. You keep on talking. Let me get the Virus Man.
This is He's highly active on that. Honestly.
Yeah, mate. Virus
I
Man's
had to
killing
mute it. I had to
It's so
turn it
good.
off.
So good I had to mute it.
I was just getting pinged memes just constantly all day, and it was hindering my work. Honestly, yeah.
Virus Man
So yeah, what is
2021.
it? Virus Man 2021 on Telegram, guys. Check him out. Give him a follow. All sorts of anti-COVID memes. There's plenty of Rise Above sorcery going on there.
How'd you make it big? Oh, it's being slow. Can you guys see this? This is.
They get the gist, mate. Virus Man 2021 on Telegram.
Yeah, Virus Man 2021 on Telegram. When the vaccine uptake runs dry in the under 30s. Oh God, it's that guy that's got caught out for being the actor. We exposed him last week, didn't we? Here's another one. That means it's working, kids. Oh my God, these are dark. Virus Man, you're getting naughty. I'm not surprised you got banned from Instagram. That is. This person is telling you to get your damn procedure. Shit. When you roll up to the club and they ask you for the vaccine passport, no. Wait. No, I can't play that. Virus Man. Anyone who dies within 28 days of a positive test is a COVID death. Anyone who dies within 28 days of a vaccination is a coincidence. Trust the science. He's good, isn't he?
Science with a capital dollar sign at the front.
I was thinking of a weird kind of comedy sketch.
Okay.
Of when nightclubs open and these passports are required. And remember I mentioned, I think it's on Wednesday, about there's going to be a nurse, a policeman. Yeah, you got all these characters. You can just imagine like a stag party turn up and they're going to think they're in fancy dress.
Oh yeah. I can already see like a Monty Python style like comedy sketch coming out of this already.
Well, yeah, I think there was a skit on Only Fools and Horses where he thought it was, I think it was a policewoman. He thought it was a stripper when it wasn't.
Yeah, that's right. And they come to arrest him, and he thinks it's a stripper.
He started putting money in her top and stuff.
Yeah, it didn't go down too well. I remember that. Yeah. There's definitely a comedy sketch in there somewhere. No, mate, the whole clown world is just pure comedy at the moment. Oh look, this one is incredible. This deserves a full screen. Virus Man. If we just download version 20.8.3 of the social credit app, we can get back to normal.
Is there literally just biomechanic?
They're already completely like robotic, transhuman NPCs. Just one more download.
Just about to lick that wall of ones and zeros.
More data.
Yeah.
Just more data.
Just give me more data, daddy. More data, daddy.
Extract my data harder, daddy. Oh,
Master Lee, where are you tonight? Are you at your home dwelling? Are you in some Masonic lodge? Are you are you on Grey Ops? What are you up to? Are you in the air at 35,000 feet?
No, Grey Ops.
Grey Ops, nice.
Yeah,
that's all we'll say on that.
not
Mate, I don't know where Magix is. I think Magix is on Pink Ops.
Oh no, do you reckon he hasn't got pinged, has he?
I don't know.
The pingdemic. Yeah,
he's had a rough time at his work, I think.
Yeah, basically, Magix is getting like
he's the only one.
Not only is he obviously defying every COVID rule, they know that he's part of Rise Above.
Mate, a couple of weeks ago,
they banned him for talking about it.
About 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks ago, I remember he put up on our private group chat, like they've made me work in a room, just me on my own, like
small containment box.
He's a welder. For God's sake, like, could you imagine the space required just for Magix? Like, his own welding room, all his equipment, just because he refuses to wear a mask and all the...
But wait a minute, don't you have to wear a mask when you're welding anyway?
Yeah, but I don't know if you
like
you constantly weld, you know, but there's times where you haven't got your face thing down, have you? But, I mean, I think he's getting a bit of a rough time at his job.
Oh, poor mate.
The anti-caveat.
I should message him, really.
Yeah, so we should.
He's got that photograph I shared on the private group of the pint glass with the mask over it to keep the flies out.
Yeah, it's great actually, Lee. But mind you, all that bacteria is going to be around the rim of the glass then.
Just got sent out.
Lance has got one in straight off the press here, I think.
No, someone that's watching just sent an old school picture of MC Manic from like 1998.
Oh, brilliant!
Look at that.
Wow!
Holy shit! Jesus. Is that in... Oh, that is in Urban. I had my 18th birthday party in there. Mental. Big up Chronic. Big up all the Southampton crew. How's everyone doing Friday night?
So what's the latest with the pingdemic?
Well, I think the latest is that 500,000 people, so that's 1 in 120 people, are actually at home isolating because of a ping.
I thought it was 1.7 million or something.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. So that was tripled. Maybe I've got old stats there. So that's like what?
That's a considerable percentage
It's almost
of the population,
2%.
mate. Yeah.
Almost 2% of people have just Well, that's how the Greta reset's going to come in, isn't it?
Well, that's it. If you're stupid enough to download the app, I mean.
Well, if the original fake pandemic didn't cause the Greta reset, and like injecting synthetic pathogen into people to cause another pandemic isn't going to cause it, we'll just have a digital pandemic, and that will cause it. Just an app to tell people to go home.
Do you think it was all planned, or do you think that's just kind of plan? I don't know what they're on. Plan D by now.
I reckon it's probably just a list of contingency plans all ready to go.
I don't think it's falling apart for them that much, mate. I think this is. We were talking. Me and Lars were talking about this before the show. So, like in the UK now, all restrictions have been lifted. Like, if there was ever a time to want something to spread around, if there was something to spread around, it would. Let's do it now. Nightclubs are open for the first time. People with masks off, no socially distancing. Bars, everything like that open. Restaurants, people,
The Soviet Union
parties.
defector says he wants a vagdemic.
If there was maybe they're going to release a new virus now.
I think
it's almost like they're using a controlled experiment. So they're letting everybody, relative freedom, just so that they can kind of prove a point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we all know. Like, I don't know if you caught Mark Devlin's podcast this week. He said, like, we all know that they're going to lock us down again in autumn, and they're going to say, Boris is going to get up on his little podium and be like, you didn't socially distance and all of that, and then
we made a big mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're going after him now, aren't they? He's going to be the next fall guy.
Yeah, but then if he steps down, who have we got stepping in? Mr. Trilateral Commission? Is he going to step in?
Starmer, the Harmer.
Whip his fucking balls out and start smearing them all over the UK?
Keir Starmer on behalf of Big Pharma.
What about, is it Dawn Butler, the MP that got booted out of Parliament?
Oh, what? She called Potato Head a liar.
She wasn't into it, yeah. She wasn't following procedure.
Kind of told the truth.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that in the street, let alone at Parliament, mate. Come on.
As we know, telling the truth is pretty much illegal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Highly forbidden.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if you watch a video of her being kicked out, then you can clearly see that the deputy chair, the deputy speaker, is actually goading her to carry on, but at the same time warning her. So they almost wanted her to be kicked out, because there was only one way that was going to go. Because all she was doing was speaking out on her beliefs, and that's the platform to do it, is it not?
Well, Soviet Union defector says that Prince Charles will take over.
Oh, great. Maybe they resurrect fucking Philip in like some super duper like Saxe Coburg Gotha strain.
It could be Prince Andrew from, he could run it from Pizza Express.
Testing lab is Pizza Express.
The thing is, I'm running out of conspiracy theories because this pandemic, it's almost like
you're running out of theories.
Yeah, it's like they've taken all of the conspiracy theories and they've added it to their contingency plan as part of the pandemic.
Well, they've just taken all the conspiracy theories and made them real.
That's what I mean. Well, they've just basically just released it all, haven't they? Maybe that's what the plan was. In 2019, they were like, right, guys, they've had it all silent for long enough now. Let's just let it out to them and just see what happens. Let's see how we can manage it. I don't know. It's a bit of a tired. You've had the whole Pizzagate and everything come out. You got, the royal family. You got fuck knows what's going on with them. You got Harry running off. You got Prince Andrew shagging
like
girls.
A massive cacophony of rabbit holes for people to dive down and just lose your attention into. I think I don't know. To me. Why would you do that unless you wanted to cloud something else? It's like, what? There isn't a big enough overarching conspiracy against humanity already before releasing all of the other sort of insequential ones from near history at the same time. It makes me wonder
And
why.
and then we got the UFO files about to be released as well this year, apparently, allegedly.
What about that thing that I shared earlier on? I should have these slides. They found 33 new viruses. Where was it? Under some polar ice cap. And I put the post. That's well. There you go. 33 new pandemics. So 33 brand new viruses never found before.
Yeah.
You know, and what's the other one that we saw the other week and we shared about the Antarctica melting, and they were finding these waterways that link to something they described as, you never heard it before. Listen to this: the whole Earth. What's that?
The whole Earth.
It was called the whole Earth system. This was in the Guardian, yeah, and they're talking about these sub ice pockets of warm water that had life in, and they're connected to this whole Earth inner system. Wait, what's that?
Inner Earth.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's lots of revelations all round, I think.
I was watching the podcast with is it Dan Austin Gregory?
Yeah, I watched that for a bit. You shared it with us.
Yeah, pandemic podcast, and he had a guy who's an ex-journalist, and he was explaining that journalism, well, the tabloids and the news system is actually dead. It died when the internet came out, and it's been kept alive by being funded as propaganda.
Yeah,
we all understand that. It occurred to me that quite possibly Rise Above is the only journalistic news program available. Think about it. Where else? Where else can you get information from? Where you got genuine people that want to research and investigate.
Well, all the people I used to get information now, I think they're iffy, and I wonder about them. So,
yeah.
Well, what did Clint say last week? He actually said he thinks we are the #1 source of authentic information.
I mean, even David Icke's on Gaia now.
Yeah, even David Icke rips off my videos and posts them on his own page and doesn't credit me. So it's like, yeah, cheers, David, or Gareth Icke, whoever did it. After my videos get deleted,
you know that's Gareth.
Yeah, probably.
You know that's Gareth.
Yeah, so well, hey, if people are saying that, if that's the feeling,
take it as a compliment.
Oh,
mate.
wait a minute, Virus Man has piped in. There is another show. That is good, that is truthful and authentic. It's called Sheep Farm Studios.
Yes. Right,
we need to big these guys up because they watch us.
I did earlier in the.
Yeah, these guys are heavy. I've listened maybe only to 10 minutes of one of their shows.
I watched their first ones. I watched the one on Boris Johnson's family background and Matt Hancock's shady pharmaceutical connections as well. Really good info.
But you know what, they're funny as well.
They've done their homework and they're comical.
I was enjoying it. They were funny. So yeah, I reckon we should do some sort of collaboration with Sheep Farm Studios.
I would love to do
maybe
that,
we're the only real people left on YouTube. You know, the rest of the internet has got some real people, but on YouTube,
not for a whole news show. Do you know what I mean? The info, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that comment. Whoever just said that, Ra is rising. We are rising. Rise Above became very powerful this week with that court case and that win. And now, maybe people that were wondering about us might take us a little bit more seriously.
Themselves by arresting you in the first place.
Well, they walked directly into my trap. They walked directly into my trap. This is what I'm saying. They thought they were trapping me, right? Andy PG, let's be real. You were there that night on the second ever live stream.
Yes, yeah.
Where I had a phone call from my mum, who you saw earlier on.
I think that was the first time I had to take the stream.
You had to take the stream on your own. It was our second ever stream. And I went out and my mum, I was like, Mum, we're in the middle of the show. We've only just started. And she's like, no, the police have just been to the house. And they were goading me, saying, if you come tomorrow, you were going to be arrested. They thought they set a trap for me. Little did they know, I set a trap for them. I thought, in my best, wildest dreams, that after half of this time, it would be thrown out of court, and I would just prove by it being thrown out, or not even getting to court, that it would that they were chatting shit. They were not standing on solid ground. Little did I know, I would be able to go into court, get crowdfunded £3,300 to create that, and now so many people have had their charges dropped this week.
You got to talk on stand, didn't you?
I got to talk. And I got to tell the arresting officers that they were Soviet weasels afterwards. That was good too.
Did you tell them to put their masks on?
I told them to sit 2 meters apart and put their mask back on right now. Before you leave the courtroom, don't leave until you've got on your mask and you're 2 meters apart.
Have you been pulled over yet?
Have I what?
Have you been pulled over yet?
No, that's a common thing, isn't it? Like people that sort of get are not guilty or they get off, they might have a bit of targeting potentially.
2 meters, you can't.
Yeah. Oh, I was targeted by some of the council workers when I tried to go for my skate on. This was before it. Yeah, I was skating down the beach for like a good couple of hours, and I was going good miles. And some places like no cycles, no electric scooters. But they tried to stop me from skating on roller skates. And like these council workers like diving towards me, like, no, stop. And I was just like, step back 2 meters. You have no authority over me. You work for the council. Stay away from me. And I just skated harder towards them. And obviously, they're not going to like try and take me down. But yeah, I was just thinking, mate, the bin man's got more authority over me than you. Like, if
at least you respect the bin man.
Well, look, if I don't follow the rules of the bin man, he doesn't collect my rubbish, and then I'm fucked.
What are these
the bin man
clowns
has
doing
more
for you?
authority over me than this council worker down the beach does. I can understand an electric scooter, especially. Oh, mate, I haven't even told everyone what happened. I said about the electric scooter man that smashed into me on Friday.
R.I.P. the left-hand side of your car.
Yeah,
lads.
R.I.P. the left-hand side of my car. Friday before the court case, coming down my road, it's a hill. I pulled in just out there, and a young man on an electric scooter, full speed on the pavement, smashed directly inside my car. I thought he was dead. He was lying on the floor, motionless. And this is the Friday before I'm in court. And luckily he got up. It was his fault. He was on the pavement. But I thought I'd killed the kiddie. So yeah, electric scooters. I can see why maybe not such a good idea on a packed beach.
Maybe it was an agent.
That's what I thought. Maybe it was a bit of a shoddy assassination
Sent to take me out, just like a kamikaze ute on an electric scooter, just smashed directly into his white privilege Merc. Get him. Yeah, but
just dent it.
Yeah, well, luckily, I mean, it's well over £1,000 worth of damage. He was all right, luckily, but the rental company, because they were on a trial and they've already had quite a lot of problems, as everyone's heard on the news. I think someone's died already on one of those scooters or killed someone. Yeah, I think they cover it. I think I'm going to get repairs on my car. Yeah, not good. I saw it firsthand how actually dangerous those things are, and especially after what happened to Woke Realist like 3 weeks before in another electric
R.I.P. Ash
accident. Yeah, R.I.P. Ash. Yeah, I was well shook up by that. Last thing I needed before going into court, but all good.
Should we hear some D&B?
I think we should.
What
you? What are you playing now?
No, I don't know.
Oh, he's building up to D&B.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Beg
All
your
right.
pardon.
Let's roll into some more tunes from Oma Beats. Inner Guardians, don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Yeah, Oma Beats, run the track, baby.
That's Full Metal Rabbit.
Okay. No, tell you what, it's been hot this week, hasn't it? 33 degrees. Yeah, so it's been real hot this week, and obviously that has increased the levels of spontaneous normie death It's spontaneous NPC combustion. When you get to 33 degrees.
Just cold kill them as well, because obviously nobody can afford any gas or electric in October.
Yeah, when you get to -3, they'll die. Okay. So this is real. This is not a meme on the right hand side, because when you get to these, because coinciditis, as I'd called it, has now got the official name of SADS.
Mate, this is
sudden adult death syndrome, because we know what SIDS was.
People are dying of global warming.
Yeah, well, this is what it is. They've now actually zoomed in, and when you die of global warming, it is climate. No, hold on. This is science, comrade. It's climate
unexpectedly of global warming.
It's climate-induced SADS, sudden adult death syndrome, which is actually induced. Look, it says it here. Warning: dehydration could link to blood clots. No, I'm not finished. We've got more science here, comrade. Look, young, healthy people are dying suddenly and unexpectedly from a mystery syndrome. Doctors seek answers through a new national register. This is Australia. This terrifying phenomenon, according to Vice, is increasingly common because of climate change. Scientists studying temperature at which humans spontaneously die with increasing urgency. Look, it's all here. Here's the science. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, Vice, yeah.
Yeah, so coinciditis.
Right, there's a 3-month lead time on Vice posting it and then it hitting mainstream. I'm going to put money on it with anybody that wants to bet that by close of play September, this global terrifying phenomenon, as Lance said, look, it says it right here.
Yeah, it does. It does, mate.
Climate change now is going to be blamed on this, and it will be verbatim. And then
I want them to do the fake alien invasion next.
We've got another couple of years to that, because I think what it's been, all of the kids that have died, all of the footballers, they will reload, and they will actually manage to nail all of it on climate change by using this climate-induced SADS. I think
all we've got is just collections of obituaries to read, rather than statistic data that's compiled and ready to view on this.
Well, look, let's get some more science out of the way anyway. SADS UK. This is an advert for the NHS for a new care centre to combat SADS. SADS UK, sudden adult death syndrome. There's a hotline for it. There's a whole Suite 6 Churchill House to deal with this. Doctors are baffled by increase in sudden adult death syndrome, SADS. Doctors in Australia are doing a national register. And The Guardian says everyone is sick. Illness in 2022 has medieval vibes. Wow. All day I lie in bed. I'm texting others who are in bed also, who are texting others who are also in bed. And we're all comparing how ill we are. What could be causing this? Oh no, we're not moving on to that yet. So
it looks like it's in bed alone anyway. At least.
Yeah.
Oh, it's The Guardian. Fucking hell. Jesus.
Of course, it's The Guardian.
Yeah.
So I think like I said, what used to be called coinciditis is now officially called SADS, and it's going to be blamed. It is already being blamed on climate change. So this is sort of a crystallisation of a clown narrative that's been running for the last few months. Oh my God, all the heart attacks are being caused by climate change, but that's actually officially becoming the truth. This is how deep we are getting into this multi-layered clown simulation. That things a couple of months ago that were the instant go-to stupidest explanation for a joke, they actually slowly get crystallised through clown media into the official narrative.
Yep. It then becomes the truth.
Yeah, it's become the official truth.
Check the flex. Sight ship coming a rift. Unpleasant surprise before your eyes, like you know what to give. The sensor, the divide. Deleted your preset bank. Information overload, override, then overdrive. Set it to coincide. Running over certain resources. Push you rapidly to the sidelines. No delays in the pauses. I see easing this one in. We're bumping with him. MAN, I see the upon the mic talking. Easy through the night till the early morning. see the teacher mixing and already for the sign to begin. We're not closing in, conforming the vibes like it's never been. No, they're not calling it precipitate. Who ponder my talking? No, we're not calling it, the beats are falling in. Up on the attack, storming it. Check the way I'm fucking up the star, watch your back. Chemically bound, rise above, time to react. Condition red. Tears will blow the roof off the foundation. Big thing of one. Only for trouble when we. Hey yo, I only say it once. I'm gonna tell it straight. You're on your own, the past yours to negotiate. You think you got it all, think you got what it takes to bend it in the end of your time. Your choice to separate. Rugged landscape, no point of reference. No choice of preference. Out of sight, no point of contact. Rules unforgiving. You chose your own company, except this is the life you'll be living. No notion. What you thought was rapid movement is actual slow motion. Slow reaction, poor judgment, no devotion. Didn't acquire. I was sounding fam. Watch your right. Ready for the landing, ready for the impact. Coming in the land, intelligent glide. Let's get back the buzz, reenact what once was. Or definite maybes, been assured things lately. Slightly hazy to the looking glass, got no insight. Dim all the lights if they're too bright. The eye of the all-seeing innermost, inner being captured in a single moment. Freeze frame the magnificent. All is true and significant. Discard what's unimportant and trivia. It will all become clear to ya. Ideas you once questioned me now suddenly appear to ya. Manifest what's righteous, what's next. Ask yourself whose life, whose goals, whose quest. Formulas tried and tested, second opinions requested. So much time spent and invested. We harmonize with the truth. Seamless from a simplistic view. When those complex things become easy for you. Gain the knowledge, regain the power. Now is the time. Cometh the hour, no escaping the truth. Can't hide, don't cower. Rise above the hour. Listen. On a mission. Every tune is a killer. Wicked is an absolute thriller. Definitely not for the beginner. Cold on a killer, chiller. Rolling with the man and coming in first. Hit me top, I'm on the winner. Hit the way. Cracking lifestyles each and every day. Same massive in the place, so feel the way must obey. Giving you the warning, no delay. On my beats, hit my bad boy DJ. Oh gosh. Time to get your swerve on. Time to get busy. Out to enter. Yo, that's right. harder than before. The lethal antidote that been a cure. I rise from the depths of the dark you can't ignore. When I reach the top, I'm like air at your door. Come to me, I'll give you a complete overhaul. Lights bright, everything else so much darker. Think of me as your father. I preach it, teach it. If you don't understand, I'ma beat it, beat it. Time is right, we strike harder than before. The lethal antidote that been a cure. I rise from the depths of the dark you can't ignore. When I reach the top, I'm like at your door. Come to me, I'll give you a complete overhaul. Lights bright, everything else so much darker. Think of me as your father. We preach it, teach it. Rise above, we are preaching.
Yes, MC Manic. Yo, rise above, we are preaching. All my beats are wheeling, and we are speaking, we are teaching. You better open up your all my beats. Double L, MC Manic. Old school partnership and live, full effect. 2021. The year when the parasite was defeated. Let us know how we're sounding. I think we've got it good now. All my beats, come with it. It's nothing less than savage. Nothing less than savage. The damage that we're causing, the impact is tragic. Crowd is still applauding. The audio's marauding. Soundboy with the frauding. Time for drastic measures. Time for drastic measures. Nothing less than savage. Damage that we're causing, the impact is tragic. The crowd is still applauding. The audio's marauding. Soundboy with the frauding. Time for drastic measures. Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Rise above soldiers. Time to put you all in. No time for stalling. It's time for doing. The time for speaking's over. Don't look over your shoulder. Big up MC Spitter and MC Manic. Danger, danger, panic, panic. What's going on? What's happening? Ha. What's going on? What's happening? The Danger Siren song. Code Red. Whoop, whoop. Big up Unruly King. Big up Denise CC. Big up Arthur Watson. Big up C. Helen. Andy Pandy. Eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye. A tooth for the tooth. It's double L and MC Manic live up in the booth.
Give you a real push and you buckle and you fall to the floor. Know what we do together, we stand divided, we fall. Raw slap you in the jaw, don't get me started. 24 hours the cold shower, cold hearted. Running things, man, you come alive in the dance hall. Wanna see you flexing original. Rise above original, original. Hey, all my beats upon the 1 to 2. Not going bad, nobody testing. Wicked things in the house. Listen. Nobody testing, no say that you be giving more than a wrong impression. Manic him aside in a dance in a session. Message him a rhyme, you have a black close attention. Rivers run deep on the banks and a bursting. Can't turn the clock now going back or reversing. Study power lyric for me, not no rehearsing. Educate the people, man, this is how you're learning.
Yo, double check the measurement. Write that shit on testament. Links for the untold elements. My lyrical intelligence, a new stage, a new development. In the everlasting race, I don't know my dapping element. Its name is drum and bass, so check the pace. The tempo, never heard before. The flagship of my baby culture busting up the floor once more. From this day until the end of time. Over beats, Manic double L. Shit, we spin the rhyme in time. 2021. 18 months into the Soviet Union. We find the parasite when we stare it deep in the face. Listen, listen, bigger, badder, better. Listen, my selector. Oh, my beats is rude boy. Selector, bigger, badder, better. Bass, rise above HQ. We're burning down the place. Listen. Spinning, finger up in the fader, bruv. Might get out of the mix of blood. Omar, bust the melanoma. We're getting dirty. We got some bad news for you. Big up Paraphysics, Arthur Watson, eye for an eye. Little freestyle for ya. It's been a little while, DNB, it's been a little while. I'm thinking 140 BPM now, that's the problem. Okay. I bet you thinking 130 BPM now, because it break me, don't you? Yeah. It's not Some of it's not compatible, but we do our best. Big up all the Rise Above Massive. Freedom Week. Freedom Week. Steve, is it static when I MC loudly? I'm trying to work out what's going on with that static. Yo, yo. Lose your identity like 25 million. Erase your thoughts and forget your opinion. Break down barriers and open your mind and empty your brain. Find your way to the truth inside. Find your way to the way to the. Find your way to the truth inside. Manic double L on the beats. Rise above.
Yes, yes. Everton blessed. As we illuminate the way forward for ya. The future's looking bright as I endeavor to conquer, reign over the controller. Take a charge, I'm in command. I put it in the words you can understand. New sounds that I dispense, reveal a new experience for an audience in tune to my frequency. Happens to be of the finest quality, megahertz running through your brain. Got your heart racing, pumping, screaming through your veins, adrenaline flowing. What? Just for your the common cure remedy, medicinal. You know who controls your airways, invisible to the naked eye, but without doubt a presence. Be aware, we're here and there. Busting lyrics, double L, MC Manic, come for kicking. We come for kicking. Boy, we are got to left. Run down, start what I pop, now what's the problem? You can't tolerate some of them. Can on them corner. Never hesitant, one sense so you know me the Benjamin. You know, say round the man, they go on clear. Welcome to them, you show no fear. Right here, right now. Time for insult. Best foot forward, boy. Time for shock out. Time for shock out. Right about Friday night, as we do the do. Only for trouble when we come into town. Only for trouble when we come into town. From backside to side coming in. Hold your position. Man upon a mission. Man upon a mission. Double L upon a mission. No transition. Smooth intermission. Listen. Time to get your swerve on. Who be the done coming number one? Up on the night, taking you beyond. As I express myself, bad sound, what carry on? Big things going inside the place. Up on the night, man, they coordinate with the bass. What you ever get a taste? Who be this MC? Step on the case. Style wild. Up on the night, a freestyle brought. The on is on. Dropping bombs till the break of dawn. Deadly link, this is how I kill 'em. Will up, check who's gonna give 'em. Force up the deadly rhythm. Within his hidden, man, did the kill 'em. Ready for sure. Word of surdy or the lethal antidote for which it ain't the cure. Double L running nice and pure. Flex, sound coming next. Dark honey.
Welcome to the lecture, take precaution as you enter. Bite into the apple, the razor dab in the center, mic defender. The pretender looking for the denture. The time to buy the underdog, number one contender. Rolling through the engine, checking every word in the sentence. Pensions for dimensions, my lyrical extension called confession. Scaring them with a styling kick progression. No matter what your creed, your colour, your skin complexion, rip the session. Rise above HQ session. Manic and the double L with over beats and tell me what you reckon. We're schooling them. Have you learned your lesson? Lesson, lesson, yes! How are we standing? Are we still crackling? No idea why that happens. I think we need to get some new leads or something. Pick up everyone tuned in. It's Rise Above party time. We're celebrating tonight. Happy birthday to Omen Beats. My stag do. I get married to the Empress in 2 weeks. And also, we celebrate a massive victory. Staring in the eyes of the beat like a tragedy. Dead bodies piling at your feet, yo, it had to be. Power putting my progress in retreat. Feel the agony of staring in the eyes of the feet like a tragedy. Dead bodies piling at your feet, yo, it had to be. Power put my progress in retreat. But actually, I did something quite unique. Ha! I did something quite unique, but actually, big up Bradley Golden, big up Trance DJ, big up Clarice Starling, Sam Carno, yeah, Clarice Starling, yeah, big up MC Manic, yo, standing, no misunderstanding, MC double L's here, standing, no misunderstanding, still crystal clear, standing, no misunderstanding, MC double L's here and I've landed, lyrical skill a bit branded, lyrically outstanding, it's a banger, full capacity, anger with MC's audacity, cliffhanger, grip, cliffhanger, grip, tenacity, standing, no misunderstanding, MC double L's here and I've landed, with MC Manic, yes, we be branded.
Just put out in all your area. You know, say that Manic I go my area. Now I got try and make you feel inferior. Scream it louder, not don't say that we be hearing ya. Now boss, see me no play, no be superior. This card was on the podium and was trivia. Now what, not like the panic or hysteria. This is serious, hey. I'm gonna damage you. Up on the night, who's a boy with the seven? I'm gonna keep the pressure on you ready, I'm grabbing ya. Tipping can handle the force and the pressure. Yeah, the sounds of the MC Manic will come. Taking the job done, sell it, come to none. No looking back, you better run on number one. Manic and Dapper down, vocalist Danny Young. Friday night, rise above.
Sonny, nothing like Hugo. Looking like you ain't got a clue though. If he dies, me ride, it's on you, bro. Ain't playing around, this game ain't sumo. Trust in us, we the real dudes. And don't sugarcoat what the pill do. Penthouse top floor with the ill view. What you don't know, cause he might kill you.
Show up on the deck, show up on the wheels and still rock and mixing on my beats. Hello.
Now what it costs you, the big money in a Bangkok. Shock you, I'm looking like
hello.
Money talks, some we don't banter. I said money talks, we don't banter. Off that, what they channeling. Flatline, know that they're panicking. Stone face cold like a mannequin. Beats like a bomb, better bring more paneling.
Full force, no remorse, sense of damage, yeah. As we don't waste no time inside the ride. Expect the unexpected. Friday night as a road to the weekend, double L and a Manic.
Like a boss.
Listen.
Like a boss.
Let's get back the buzz, reenact what once was. All definite maybes, been the sure things lately. Slightly hazy to the looking glass, got no insight. Dim on the lights if they're too bright. The eye of the all-seeing, innermost inner being, captured in a single moment. Freeze frame the magnificent. Round. Listen this. Hey. I love the party people, I run the mic for them. I'm running the mic for them, better than bad, we're coming round again. Here come that sound again, smack your head around again. Reality friend, how you feeling? Try talking but what you say got no meaning. You're out of breath, near death, nothing left to hold your own on the dance floor. Center when hard sore, system and sound double out.
Yo, maximum compression in the frequency we're repping in. Stepping in, we're doing exactly what we're threatening. Strong ties we're tethering, weak links we're severing. There's never been a better time to unleash. Get 'em in, strong ties we're tethering, weak links we're severing. There's never been a better time to unleash. Yeah, Oma beats you get 'em in. Manic double L, score that we be settling, we get 'em in. Burning in like kerosene, watch out for the medicine. Big up Bradley Golden, big up the Texas crew, Nick Dennis, the Trance DJ, UK to US, down under, Europe, Asia, everyone tuned in, all across the crater, rise above, each and every Friday, rise above, we say 7 PM, it never is, it's rise above, yeah, we're coming live from HQ, with Overbeats, Manic and Double L, that's who,
Who this? Manic is my name, lyrics on my game, never to be the same. Once again, I come to rig and the rest of flavor. Danger to all the rave off, bad behavior, man, I can save ya. When I come up with the bridge, the dick and the danger. Yeah, you know I got the pivot, the party jumping, something. Got you to the wicked tunes, definitely pumping credible. The wickedest beats unpredictable. Double L, let's see, man, it unforgettable.
Watch as we attack this, swarming like a whackers. Every single move premeditated, never tactless. Soldiers of you out there, do you still back this? The earth might just spin on its axis. I said, watch as we attack this, swarming like a whackers. You think you're heavyweight, you can never hack this. Shit, yo, you can never hack this. We're moving heavy, you're just moving tactless.
Bass, bad boy DJ up on the case, man, it's head on the place. Are you ready? Deadly, bass come rolling, no one heavy, get ready. Drummies coming in well steady. I push the ravers to the max, never cut it flat. Push it back and move, once I'm coming from the attack. Take heed, you better listen. Single drum beat up on the mission, double out on the mission. Who be this MC so literally intent? The mic be my weapon, have it in my compliment. Full force coming through, well confident. Smash shot, damage shot, never hesitant. Sharp reflexes, technique excellent. I'm busting on it, news to pray on the predator. Man, they can see on the get it, your unforgettable style. Double L, time to brock what? Come on.
Yes, he said time to brock wild. So we pass the mic to Double L to the left-hand side. I asked the question, live inside the session, so people can you listen? I said, yo, who is the architect? Many asked the questions, but few have got the answers yet. Forget what your pastor said. The truth is so incredible, the truth is so incredible. Yo, who is the architect? Many asked that question, but few have got the answers yet. Forget what your pastor said. The truth is so incredible, it might just bust your head. Who is the architect of all creation? Do you think I can't changing my vibration? Breaking through the surface, doing it purposely. Consciousness triumphs in the face of adversity.
Listen, listen one, beating up a run. Get your swerve on, manic up a night obsession. Hit me but one time with emotion. Don't have behind me, I don't get too close, son. Just want someone warn ya. Man, try and test up a trauma. Either way you come to the slaughter. Out of the pound come the ounce, trying to meet the creator. Listen, lyric that me bring, not for them I sing. Get you in the swing. If it bought some flex and I'm making a long thing. Want me come for do me, I can ride up with them until you hit me pile on. Lyric that me bring, not for them I sing. Get you in the swing. If it bought flex and I'm making a long thing. What for them we do me, I can ride up.
Ride up, invincible, eternally immortal. Pin it's the paper, I open up the portal. Some of my power from some dark side demon. Brimstone shower, no warning, no reason. The season for hunting has started. Stroke across some lands through some seeds that are parted. Gain energy, positive, negative chi that flow into your body and kill you internally. Shut down your system, put you to sleep. There's no escape, mate, there's no chance for retreat. How does that sound? Your future seems bleak. I snatched away your paddle, then I float you up the creek, becoming unsleek. We're taking up no prisoner. Manic and the Double L was strictly for the listener. We're coming unsleek, taking up no prisoner. Manic and the Double L was strictly
roughing it. Hey, and we don't ramping, we don't play. Trouble upon the ones and two, upon the wheels are still rock, nick mixing for real on my beats, you don't know. Birthday boy upon the wheels are still. TN2 is will blow the roof off the foundations. Combination. Let there be no confusion. For what I'm doing, there could be no substitution. You know my name, lyrics on my game, no hesitation. In my voice, frequency, amplitude, modulation. Crystal clear to your ear. I penetrate your whole era mechanism. Stole to blur your vision, things getting critical. As we embark on new adventures, new styles I employ. Rhymes spilled to the shore, no looking back now. The ant's been down. Just sit back, relax, put on your seatbelt as I make my impressions felt. Understand this technical style of mine. You're gonna need a Double L here to help you.
Pick up my pen, pull off the lid. With my thumb I click on the button, blow, out pops a nib. Time for the ink to flow in the paper, flipping up the script. Cause I could write some lyrics that would bust you in the lip. And I could write some lyrics that would take you on the trip and leave you spinning around in circles. Not knowing what you think, go see your shrink. Write a lyric so that taking sticks. My lyrical book is open, mate, my pen is full of ink, it's killing ink. Burning up on the paper, in the blink, it's killing ink. Give the chance to let you hear me think, it's killing ink. Believe the shit don't stink. We spit a verbal that will precious turn the finger on the beat. Shit, man. Rise above, we're riding. Rise above, we're rising. Third force is fully enacted. Triad is enacted. Feel the energy. Positive, negative, G. Feel the energy. Positive, negative, G. Feel the energy. Positive, negative, G. They're flowing through your body and kill you internally. Sounds of over beats. It's 2021. Manic double LMCC. Sound of over beats. It's 2021. Manic double LMCC. Big up Eye for an Eye. Big up Governor. Big up Involvement. Arthur Watson. Helena Phoenix. Chop the Dogs. Welcome to the. Yo. Welcome to the Soviet Union where human rights blood you be losing them. Young minds are confusing them with grooming them with toxic pollution. You're a precursor, transhuman them. Tech eugenics, it's Malthusian. It's no Schwabian, that's how we be doing them, they're doing us. Then we gotta screw with us, we turn it right round and recatalyze it. Listen, big up Becky S, big up Artman, big up Sasha English, Nick Longsworth. Alright, the party's officially started, it's Rise Above. MCLL is here, it's live, it's Rise Above. Yo, I do this for a living. Before the Soviet Union tried to stop me lyrically killing, they can't do that. I will slew them, run through them, live in the core. Listen, it's fun. Omar, time to get dirty. One's for the A's, two's for the space. This is how a Rise Above session gets played. Holding it down, the babble sound of Oma BC's, we're in the crown. With me the MCLL, we beat. With me the MCLL, we beat. Rise Above. We extinguish in fear when we generate love. When we generate. Oma Beats, time to generate. Yo. Wow. Over beats, time to generate. Rise Above massive. Take a very, very deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. We're time to go in now. Over beats, mate. Big up Randy Golden. Big up An Eye for an Eye. Big up Dennis CC. Denise CC, sorry. Nick Longsworth. Yo, Trance DJ, Helena Phoenix. Big up, bad. Oma Beats, my selector. Listen up. Rise Above HQ from many different angles. Hang tight, everybody tuned in from all across the Soviet Union. We will see the fall of the Berlin Wall. We will peer beneath the viral curtain. I peered beneath the viral curtain. The Soviet Union is weak. Believe me. Big up all the Rise Above family, all the newcomers. If you're here on the journey or you're a 33rd level Grandmaster, we sit at the table with the same presence. Big up in the Guardians. Magix, where are you? Oma Beats needs a break. Scraggly old tramp says Oma Beats is blowing minds tonight. That's right. Time to enter the badge port. Let's do it. Engineering dimensions using psychotropic substance. Spirit molecule exists in great abundance. Harness the energy from the infinity around us then. Look within to reveal a hidden purpose. Reverse polarity, shapeshift to next density. Reverse polarity, shapeshift to next density. Whoa! Reverse polarity, shapeshift to next density. Look within, universal entity.
Absolutely wicked.
That's Full Metal Rabbit.